Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to ask what's shifting for the divine masculine and what's shifting for the divine feminine. We're going to use the psychic tarot deck for the divine masculine. We're going to use the twin flame journey tarot deck for the divine feminine. But please feel free to switch roles if you identify more so with the other side, as we are all the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And the secret to getting into twin flame union is to balance out and integrate your own divine masculine and your own divine feminine energies. If you'd like to know more about that and understand the wisdom behind that, please, you can check out my Etsy shop where I do coaching, as well as you can email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com, and I can help you with that or anything to do with getting into twin flame union. Okay, so let's start asking the questions. So for the divine masculine, let's ask, what's shifting? What's shifting for the divine masculine at this time? What's happening? What's shifting? What great things are happening? Woo-hoo! What's happening for the divine masculine? What great things are happening for the divine masculine? Woo-hoo! What's shifting? What's shifting for the divine masculine here? What's shifting? What's shifting? What's shifting? Interesting. All right. Well, that's funny. So we have Seven of Pentacles reversed. At the same time, we have Three of Pentacles upright. So what's shifting is that they're getting a little bit impatient. It's like it's like they know what their reward is. It's like they know what that is, right? With the Three of Pentacles, they know what their reward is. But I'm gonna get a clarifier as to what that is. But they're getting a little impatient with that. It's like there needs to be a little bit more planning, a little bit more cultivating, a little bit more manifesting, and it's like they're ready for their recognition and reward. But let me get a well, and they're telling me that actually their recognition and reward is coming, is what I'm getting. So it's actually coming, or for some of you divine masculines, you have been rewarded lately. So that's really cool. So for the divine masculines watching, perhaps recently you've had some kind of award or promotion or some kind of recognition in some way. So that's beautiful. So yeah, so that is happening in your life. But let's get a clarifier here. Why is this here? Why is Three of Pentacles upright and Seven of Pentacles reversed? Why is this here, please? One card. Why is this here? What does this have to do with? Interesting. Okay, so with this, we have the solar plexus reversed. Okay, so the solar plexus, this is all about willpower, self-esteem, confidence. Okay, but when it's reversed, it's more about the anxiety, right? So if you think of the solar plexus, which is like right below the breastbone, that is your I am strong, right? So if you think about the affirmation, the first one is I am safe for root, second one is I am creative for sacral, and the third one is I am strong for solar plexus. But this is reversed. So it's like there's something that's making the divine masculine not feel as confident, not really trusting inner guidance, right? Having a bit of fear. Okay, having a bit of fear and getting a bit impatient. Interesting. But why? Why is this? Let's grab from this deck. Why? And then we'll grab from this deck. But why? Why is solar plexus chakra reversed for the divine masculine? What's going on here? What's going on with the divine masculine? Why is solar plexus reversed? So we do know they're getting some kind of reward and recognition. So that's beautiful. Oh, see the dragon's lair. So it's like, yeah, so it is scary territory for everyone. It is shaking everyone to their core, the dragon's lair. So this twin flame journey is not an easy journey. If you talk to someone who says that their journey was super easy and that they just met their twin flame at a bar, I am telling you right now, they did not meet their twin flame, okay? The twin flame journey is not about that. It is an inner journey first. and it just to become whole first inside. And that is hard because that means we have to deprogram everything we've learned, okay? Everything has to shift now, and that is, it's not easy to let go of our old selves so that our new selves can be born. So yes, going through the dragon's lair, but that's perfect. So what this is saying for the divine masculine, what is shifting is that the divine masculine is going through with this path and working hard. And yes, it's exciting, but at the same time, it is a bit scary. The divine masculine understanding that. Let's look at the divine feminine. What is shifting for the divine feminine right now? 2 cards. What is shifting for the divine feminine, please? 2 cards. 2 cards. What's shifting for the divine feminine, please? 2 cards. Sorry, I have my window open, so you might hear stuff going on outside. But it's such a beautiful day. Okay, so we have Page of Swords reversed, okay, and we have 3 of Pentacles reversed. So due to this broken collaboration here, because they call this card collaboration, it is causing the divine feminine to overthinking it, all right, overthinking this relationship, the fact that it's over, so they cannot stop thinking about it. Why is this here, though? What is shifting for the divine feminine? What is shifting? Why is 2 of Pentacles reversed with Page of Swords reversed? Why? So just like really not having clarity as to why this happened. Yeah, 7 of Cups. So almost like it's more of like a fantasy, right? Fantasizing about what could be with their divine masculines, right? Just kind of fantasizing, wishing, overthinking, okay, over this breakup, okay? Or even if you're with your twin flame, you're probably not with the highest version of your twin flame, and again, it would make you overthink about the unstable relationship that you're in, and that you're fantasizing about a better relationship. For those of you who are in twin flame, which I would explain that in a life coaching, by the way, as to why that is when you're in a relationship with your twin flame and it's still pretty shaky and it's still unstable and it's still like that. Okay. Now, let's ask what else is shifting. What's shifting for the divine masculine first? What's shifting? Let's get a positive thing. What are they shifting out of with this deck? What is the divine masculine shifting out of? What is the divine masculine shifting out of? Like what's good here? What's good? Yeah, good. It came out reversed. Hiding your true self, right? That's about the mask. So that's awesome. So this is a huge shift for the divine masculine. No longer hiding their true selves, being authentic, being authentically them. What does that mean? Well, I do a course on this. So if you're interested in learning more about that, what it means to drop the mask and what it means to become your authentic self, what does that mean? You could also look up Carl Jung's teachings. So it's just about no longer wearing that mask, which is your programming. Okay, a lot to explain in just one reading. So if you want to check out my course, or if you'd like to be coached on this, I can explain that to you. But huge shift for the divine masculine, right? No longer hiding their true selves, no longer pretending to be somebody that they're not. Beautiful. What about what's good for the divine feminine? What's good? What's going on? Okay, so divine feminine feeling a bit fragmented. That's interesting. This came out upright. So, but I want to know what's good that's happening. But the divine feminine still feeling a bit fragmented. Probably the overthinking. It's not what you think, by the way. I know you think it's about your twin flame, your twin flame and the breakup, and this is what's causing you to feel fragmented. But it's not. It's not what you think. And again, I coach on this if you're interested in learning more about that. It's not what you think. Let's use this deck. What else is shifting? What's shifting for the divine masculine? What's shifting? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good things that are happening with the divine masculine? What's good? Let's get 2 cards for the divine masculine. What's shifting for the divine masculine, please? What's shifting? 2 cards. 2 cards. What's shifting? What's shifting? Interesting. So we have guilt and existence. That's interesting. So it's almost like what's shifting for the divine masculine is that they're realizing all this guilt that they've been carrying around all this time. And now they understand that they exist for a purpose, that they matter, that they are a piece of this puzzle, that like they're here on earth for a good reason, that they exist because they're important, all right, because they matter, okay, and they're realizing this guilt that they've been carrying around all this time for whatever's happened in their past, most likely trauma. A lot of the programming happens between ages 0 and 7, so a lot of twin flames do carry trauma of their bloodlines, of their ancestors as well. And so understanding that it's time to release the guilt and to understand that there's a bigger picture here. There's a reason behind all of it, and that this journey is for a lot of it does have to do with healing the bloodline with guilt. Very nice. Okay, let's look at the divine feminine side. What's shifting for the divine feminine, please? 2 cards. What's shifting for the divine feminine? 2 cards. 2 cards, please. What's shifting? What's shifting for the divine feminine? 2 cards. 2 cards, please. Ooh, divine feminines. Yeah. So the divine feminine. What's shifting for the divine feminine? They're becoming like the master of their own lives. That's beautiful. Really becoming their own mentors. I love it. And you know what? Even though they feel like they're falling into things, even though there's like nothing, and I totally get this, there's nothing proving otherwise. There's nothing in the physical that's saying that this is the right direction. No one, yes, there's synchronicities, but nothing tangible to say. And yet you are jumping off the mountain and you are trusting in the divine plan. I love this tweet that my daughter told me about, and they said, you're almost an atheist if you're worrying about things, right? You're becoming an atheist if you're worrying because you're not trusting in the divine plan. And I love that tweet because when you trust in the divine plan, you just allow yourself to, it's like you surrender to the divine plan, right? You jump. So that's shifting for the divine feminine. Beautiful. And as they are trusting the divine plan, becoming the master, and whatever that means to you, becoming one in consciousness. Ooh, awesome. Okay, any other epiphanies? Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Let's look here. Actually, no. They're telling me this deck. Any other epiphanies? Any more epiphanies? For the divine masculine, we'll just pull 1 card each. Any epiphanies for the divine masculine? 1 card, please, for the divine masculine. Any epiphanies? Okay, for the divine masculine, surrender your desire to control people. Okay, so that is an epiphany for the divine masculine. They're realizing they cannot control others. It's just, yeah. And it's a mirror, right? It's like what you're trying to, it's like if you feel like you're being controlled, it's like you're going to try to control back. So it's just one big mirror. So it's like let go, the divine masculine understanding, okay, because it came out upright, understanding that this can sabotage relationships, right? Being controlling. Beautiful. And we'll get some guidance. We'll ask some guidance and stuff and see what comes up. All right, let's look at the divine feminine. What other epiphanies? What epiphanies is going on with the divine feminine? Yeah, so what I was saying about the mirror is that the more you try to control, the more people will try to control you, if you notice how that works. And sometimes it's not even conscious. All right, so this did come out reversed. So maybe this is something the divine feminine needs to work on. So surrendering the habit of people pleasing, or perhaps because it's reversed, learning to please yourself. How do you fill your own cup? That's a huge step, right, for the divine feminines. How do I fill my own cup first before I fill others? Because I cannot I cannot give from an empty cup. So how can I please myself? So that's going to like what are your needs? Like focus on your own happiness, right? All right. Now let's get some guidance here. Actually, yeah. Let's get some guidance here. Let's see. Let's start with the divine masculine. Any guidance here for the divine masculine? What do you want the divine masculine to know, please? What kind of guidance for the divine masculine? One card. The heart card, heart-shaped cards. All right, so divine masculine. Power, you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. Interesting. So divine masculine is needing to hear that. Maybe they're in a situation where that maybe they need to know to walk away. Are you divine masculines in a situation where you're second guessing it? You know what your intuition is telling you to do, right? So that is the guidance for the divine masculine. All right, let's look at the divine feminine. What is the guidance? What is the guidance for the divine feminine? All righty. Divine feminine. What is the guidance? What is the guidance for the divine feminine? I almost feel like I should do it this way because it's so hard to... There we go. Divine Feminine says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. And the reason why you got this type of guidance is because we can see here that there's a lot of overthinking going on, a lot of overthinking. And that's really going to take you out of balance on your divine feminine side. And like I say at the beginning of every video, is that the secret to getting the twin flame union is to balance out your own divine feminine and your own divine masculine energies. And so I do love this chart that I like to show. And that is, if you're overthinking, you're way out of balance. You're actually deficient in your divine feminine if you're overthinking. Okay, so you really want to be here. Okay, and this stuff I coach on. If you're interested, I can really go over this with you. All right, so that is the guidance. We're going to do one more guidance. I'm feeling pulled to this deck. So any more guidance, and then we'll do messages from both divine masculine and the divine feminine. All right, divine masculine. Let's see, any guidance for divine masculine? Any guidance? What's the guidance for the divine masculine, please? What's the guidance? What's the guidance, please? Love life, new or renewed romantic love is here for you. Woohoo! Beautiful for the divine masculines, rose quartz. So it just says love life. So that's the guidance. Like, love your life, love all parts of your life, not just some parts, all of it, whole, the whole thing. Whatever you have to do to shift. Okay, love your life. Although it does say love life as well. It's so funny how my spirit gave it to me like that. But then it also says love life. And just know that your romantic love is here for you. That's beautiful. Let's look at that for the divine feminine. What is the advice for the divine feminine? What is the advice for the divine feminine, please? Okay, so that's interesting. So what they're telling me with this card for the divine masculines is that if you don't love your life, then how can your love life be balanced if you don't love life? That's interesting. That's what they told me. You gotta love life first, and then your love life will... That's interesting. Huh. All right. Let's see here. One card. What's the guidance for the divine feminine? We have Peridot, or Peridot, I don't know how to pronounce it. Life lessons. You can break free from reoccurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessings they contain. Interesting. So yeah, so understanding that all negative things happening in your life is like a life lesson, and it's here to teach you something. It's here to help you. So ask your soul, like, what am I supposed to learn from this? And that way you can move on, right? It's like next. It's like learning from those life lessons. It's like sometimes if you go through that dark night of the soul, you're just like, oh my God, just tell me what it is I need to know. Like, just show me. And then when you ask that question, really pay attention. Maybe go on YouTube and see what pops up, see what book falls off the shelf, see what songs are saying to you, see what animals are crossing your path. If you see an animal, you can look up online as what the animal spirit is telling you. Trust me when I say your guides will talk to you. All right, let's use this deck for the Divine Masculine this time. What does the Divine Masculine want their Divine Feminine to know? 2 cards. What does the Divine Masculine want their Divine Feminine to know? 2 cards, please. That's so interesting to me. I still can't get over. It's when you love life that your love life will flourish. Isn't that interesting? I never thought of it that way. Like I never thought about if I love life that I will have a great love life. I never thought of it that way. That's so weird. All right, so the Divine Masculine is saying, am I good enough for you? Am I good enough for you? And also, it really was me, not you. It really was me and not you. And what does the Divine Feminine want their Divine Masculine to know? 2 cards. What does the Divine Feminine want their Divine Masculine to know? 2 cards. I can't handle your words right now. I cannot handle your words right now. And I'm reminded of you constantly. I'm reminded of you constantly. Yeah. I don't remember if we had a card like that in here. That might have been a different video, but yes, it's like a mirror. Both of you are always being reminded of each other at all times. So please know it's a mirror. Okay. So I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Thank you so much to all of my new subscribers. I really appreciate all of you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.